Thank you for joining me. This is a quick boat outing before the storm. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:30. I'm going to fish an hour or two before the rain comes, and I'm going to show you how I caught 7 fish in less than 2 hours. Way less than 2 hours fishing, and I didn't even really try. I only have 2 swim dingers left, it looks like. Alright, so we got a swim dinger and a 3/0 offset hook and a 3/16 bullet weight. This is a Max X rod and reel. It actually came from Walmart, but you can get these everywhere. The Abu Garcia Black Max and the Max X's are the bait casters that I prefer because they're $50 and they last forever. They're great. I've had one sit in the water in 7 feet of water for over 7 weeks. When I retrieved it, I'm using it today, and I didn't take it apart and clean it. It stayed completely waterproof, which I know is amazing. So the way you rig these is you go in about 1/8 of an inch and you turn, flip it around, find out where that bottom goes in, goes straight through, hook this one, and on this side you just get it underneath the skin just a little bit so it still sits perfectly straight. I gotta cut that tag end off, and there it is. Okay, I'm going to show you how I was rigging this. So you got your line on here tied to your hook, and this is a offset hook, which means this where your line is tied is not straight in line, it's offset a little bit. And then this has got a little bit of a circle to it, but it's all the same principle. What you want to do is you just want to take this point and go down about 1/8 of an inch, and it kind of looks like that, and then just turn it like this. If your worm has a line down it, you can use that line as a guide or a straight piece, or maybe it's 2 colors or something. That helps too. So get it like this, push it all the way through. Now pull your line in that little eyelet up into the worm, so it's like that. So we haven't hooked it in the worm yet. Now here's where you can do 2 different things. You can size it up where it goes right here and go straight through, and then come out and then skin hook it on this side, or you can bury it straight down in the middle of your worm. It'll look just like this. Now, if you bury it in your worm, you're going to have a lot harder time hook setting it, and you got to be real careful with that. So if you have a strong enough rod, it's not too hard. But if you're using monofilament and you're 30 yards out from your cast, and that big one hits it, you got a lot of stretch in that, and you might have to jerk your rod like me. I look like a spastic when I set my hook because I'm just using monofilament 12-pound. I don't go much heavier than that. If this is braid, if you were going to use braid, you got a straight line to that hook, and it'll pull it through immediately and just get him. So anyway, so you're like this. I'm just going to bury this one right here. It's where the bottom of it is, where my bottom of my finger. I'm just going to go in right there and then come up a little bit as straight as I can, and then I got almost a perfectly straight worm. And you can just jiggle it a little bit. I mean, if it's a little bit off, just kind of mess with it a second, and it should be almost perfectly straight. And that'll do good. But when you got it like this, when that bass grabs it, you know he's going to grab the tail. I showed you that, and then he's going to make one more suck, and then he's going to suck the rest of it in. When you pull on that, you got to get that hook to come out of this worm and into his mouth somewhere, and that's not that easy to do when it's buried in the middle of it. So you're going to be this one actually has a little slit in it on this back side. You can put the hook right in that slit, and then it comes through everything. I don't know if you can see that slit, but it comes through everything without getting hung up. That's what I was doing on the boat. I thought this would be easier to show you. Now I've got the Texas rig on, and that's a 1/16 ounce bullet weight that I put on with that worm. It's about a 5.5-inch worm with a 3/0 hook with offset hook. Now I am just barely creeping that thing around along the bottom. I'm using a swim dinger, a blue with the metal flakes and black on the bottom, and I've had such good luck out of that worm that, I mean, I always start out with it to see if they'll hit it. And I'm just creeping it. I'm feeling everything on the bottom. Now, typically, there's 3 kinds of worm strikes that you're going to get. You're going to either see your line move and not feel much of anything. That's one kind. Also, you'll see your line move, but you'll feel the fish just grab it and take off. And then there's a third kind, which is so much more subtle. It's just a tap tap. For a long time, I thought it was just brim or crappie or something nibbling at my tail. But as I realized over the course of time and fishing this Texas rig on the bottom like that, if I just slowed down when I felt that tap tap, 90% of the time that fish will pick it up and take off with it, and I can get a hook set and catch a fish. And that's about to happen. Now, this is where I just realized that I don't have my net out. Let me tell you guys, if you're on a boat or if you're anywhere where you have access to a net, have it out and have it ready. You don't know when the big one's going to hit. Just have it ready. So I'm going to jump down after this cast and I'm going to get my net ready real quick. Looks like it's broken. Learn my lesson about fishing without your net ready. Never do that. Boy, I smell honeysuckles and all kinds of sweet flowers from the woods over there. Oh, it smells good. And right now the sun went behind a huge storm cloud, so I took my hat off and I'm feeling really good. There we go. Oh, it's just a baby. Got him. So he was right up there in some brush. Come here, little boy. Doggone it! There went my worm. Golly. Well, I got one left. He's a little pounder, not even 2 pounds, but feisty. He took my worm. Well, he slung it off when he got up here. So my boat is sitting in about 7 or 8 feet of water, and I'm casting in 2 to 3 feet of water, and I'm about 25 or 30 feet off the shore, and the channel's on the other side of my boat about 20 or 35 feet. Well, I got one more. Probably got some more in there. Beautiful little smallmouth. Largemouth, sorry about that. Beautiful largemouth. Let's let her go. One in the boat. So, the last one in this package. There might be some more, and I don't know. I doubt it, but I may have to try something else that's black, and I don't know. With that little tail on these, they just really seem to like this thing. Ready to go. Something on the water right there. You got it. Oh, yep. Slightly bigger. Don't throw my worm. Don't throw my worm. Don't throw my worm. That's almost 2 pounds. So this one, he was further out from the. He's longer. He's a little over a pound and a half. He was a little further. He's pretty. He's real pretty. He was further out, and he was by some sticks or something, because I felt the sticks and then I let it sit, and he tapped it, and he went right after that one. That's a good one too. Let him go. Worm's still intact for now, that is. That was a little bit bigger fish, and he was about 20 feet offshore. He wasn't real close to the shore like the other ones have been. Sometimes that size fish goes around in schools, so you can cast in the same general area, and if they're there feeding, they're fired up already when one of their buddies gets food, and they something's on it right now. Oh, oh, he hit it right when it hit. Another baby. My worm is probably gone. Nope, my worm's on there right now. Nope, don't thrash. Save my worm. Woo. Another one. Stop, you're gonna thrash my worm off. I'll let you go in just a second. Oh, you got a spot on your head, that's cool. Look at his spot on his head. That's a pretty bass. He's trying to bite me. Well, that's 3 and about 10 casts or less. Let him go. Just like that, we put 3 on board. I mean, within 10 minutes or less. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. So we're gonna finish this shoreline up right here a little bit more. And I'm gonna toss out this way, which is over the channel, because I'm pretty close to the channel now, and see if they're just maybe hanging out on that little ledge right there. Maybe something bigger, because those were nice fish to catch. I don't mind catching those at all. But they were all under 2 pounds, and I would like to get something in the 3 to 5 range. And I think they're out here too, where I'm fishing, but they're probably not as aggressive right now. That felt like a hit. Nope. Little bump on the bottom. There we go. Oh, I didn't let him take it. There was one there. I didn't let him take it. See if I can get him to hit it this time. He probably done swam off. So here's a pretty good shot of about how close I am to the shoreline. I was a little bit further away part of the time, and I've caught that 3 fish right up next to shore, and then about 20-25 feet off of shore. And if you look down the shoreline, it actually turns into the channel about 50 to 100 yards up. And I was just assuming that the fish would kind of be up in there and looking for food. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening. It's overcast. It's about to storm, and the water's murky. I mean, it's stained water. This is still the river. It's just getting broader and broader going up into the lake. So I thought it was worth showing this to kind of show you exactly where I was on the river. Another feisty one. It's gonna rain. I'm gonna have to call it a day in just a second. Ooh, hold on a second. Wait a second. Wait a second there. I should have all messed up, didn't you? You've been caught a bunch. You can go back now. finished up the day with 7 decent ones. Biggest one was 2 pounds. Biggest one was 2 pounds, nothing more than that. Gonna try and beat this rain home and get the boat covered so it doesn't get wet. Charge it up and take it back tomorrow. So that was a great short outing in the boat. 7 fish, 2 small ones got off and had about 4 more bites, 5 more bites. And I didn't try hard. It just, they were hitting in the shallows. They were hitting that swim dinger. Go. They were tearing it up in the shallow water. It's still 2 to 4 feet of water. I even got 2 right up on shore. They were in a foot of water probably. So now, I'll try and beat the rain back to Murfreesboro, get the boat covered up, because it's got you know, some wood panels on the top, and they need some outdoor carpet replacement, so they're not very waterproof. And I've already got one that's got a little bit of a swell on it. You know, I could have stayed and fished longer. I could have fished to dark and hit one more spot, same spot we hit last night and caught so many. But I was satisfied with 7 in less than 2 hours. Heading to the house. This is Summertime Kev, and you're watching Kevin 11 Outdoor Adventures on YouTube. I'll see you guys on the next one.